So in today's video, I will be discussing psychiatric negligence and Irish law. As a lot of you might know from my previous videos, I was prescribed Zyprexa off-label without an official diagnosis. Zyprexa is an atypical antipsychotic drug. It was manufactured by Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals for bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. And like I said, I was not given a diagnosis. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, there's only a handful of solicitors in Ireland who actually will take on cases of psychiatric negligence and or malpractice. It's a very, very small percentage of solicitors. I think, well, based on my own research, it's about 5%. So it seems like a very specialized area. But it's a very, very tricky legal route to take in Ireland. There is a lot of red tape. There's a lot of bureaucracy and so forth. So anyway, after accessing all of my medical records, I do have a very, very strong case, and I can prove malpractice and psychiatric negligence. And as a lot of you will know from the previous videos, Zyprexa, it did a lot of damage to my physical health. In legal terminology, physical injuries. So if it ever did get to a court of law, those adverse side effects would likely be referred to as physical injuries, the cholesterol, the fatty liver, and so forth. So anyway, I did get in touch with some of the solicitors in the 5% who take on these cases. And despite my evidence and despite how strong my case is, there is a bit of a snag, for lack of a better word. An impasse, really. So what happens is, one of the solicitors who deal in psychiatric negligence, what they do is, before they do anything, they send a report to an independent adjudicator. And that adjudicator, in my case, would form a hypothesis based on my records as to whether or not they would have prescribed Zyprexa. Now, all I saw in that scenario was loss on my investment. I was quoted, it was in around the €4,000 mark. So right away, I see a red flag and I see a loss on my investment. So that is really the only reason why I have not pursued a case for malpractice and psychiatric negligence, even though my case is crystal and it's very, very strong. So there you be. In the United States, I do believe the laws are different. I have seen some lawyers on YouTube talking about cases for negligence and malpractice, but it's a different country, different jurisdiction, different laws. So thank you for watching the video. I do hope it was informative. If you are in a similar situation where you want to take legal action against a former psychiatrist for the misprescription of a drug, like say an antipsychotic, and you've come across similar hurdles, please do drop a comment and I will respond. And as I said at the start of the video, please share this video. And because the more awareness that is spread about this, the less it will happen. In a previous video, I did say that I am the guinea pig in this. I went through all of the horrible side effects of Zyprexa, so you don't have to. Physical injuries, damage to my health. And also, Zyprexa is a neurotoxin. It's a multi-receptor antagonist. And it disrupted the dopamine and serotonin receptors in my brain. So Lilly's justification in terms of a neurotoxin is, well, it's like a risk ratio kind of balance. Sorry, a risk-benefit ratio, where the risk is the adverse side effects. And then the benefit is, well, the symptoms of bipolar and schizophrenia have been controlled. They're not as severe as they were. So in my case, I never presented with any psychotic disorder. Olanzapine was having the same effect as a neurotoxin, was having the same effect on my brain. And like I said, I was never given a diagnosis, and that really is the seed, the germ of my case, is that I was not given a diagnosis. I was prescribed it off-label. Okay, that's enough waffling. Thank you again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.